Do you remember the Metro? Some loved it, some were a little bit rude about it, but it's now passing into vintage car folklore. More than 2 million of them, you know, were built at Longbridge in Birmingham. It's now 40 years since it was launched, and there's an online exhibition at the British Motor Museum in Warwickshire to mark it. Here's our social media editor, John Bray.
You can laugh at the Metro.
Picked up these brochures for the new Metro. It's a lovely car.
Len,
and if you do...
I'm not driving a mini Metro.
But you do have to make substantial savings.
Len, I'm not driving a mini Metro.
Or you can love the Metro.
I think as it's gone on, they're starting to gain that bit of cult following now. So when I'm out in the Metro, you kind of get people going like, hey, I had one of those. And I have it at shows, and you get people coming over and like, it's my first car. It seems like a good memory for everyone. They're always going to come over and it triggers something.
Now there's an online celebration to mark the Metro at 40.
We've got loads of cars in our collection here, over 300, and we like to celebrate the ordinary as being extraordinary just as much as the supercars, and the Metro is a perfect example of that sort of everyday car that so many people are familiar with.
So you get people out there, they're just shocked to see them on the road, I think, now, especially some of the examples we've got. And you know, some beautiful cars out there now. So I think they're getting into that retro scene, and we're starting to see the prices really going up for some like the early Mark 1 MG Metro turbos. They're kind of attracting big money now.
The British Motor Museum is home to the last Metro.
As you can see, it's been signed by, there's about 1,000 signatures on it from people that worked on it, and sometimes you'll have a great moment in the museum where someone who worked on the car can actually find their name here on it.
Metros are now considered worthy members of the classic car scene, but that wasn't always the case.
For a time, me and my dad would take both of our cars to like the local shows. People would look at a Metro and still sort of snigger and go, what's that doing here, and all that kind of thing. But I just like the uniqueness and the underdog feel of it, because it is such an and the fact that they've sort of come round as cool again, you know, because for so long they were mocked. They were sort of, oh, what do you want them for? You can't go around saying, oh, they're the best car ever, because they're not. But yeah, they deserve to get their recognition now. You know, you can't really believe it's 40 years.
John Bray, BBC Midlands Today, Gaydon in Warwickshire.
There's a longer feature on the Metro on our BBC News website, and plenty of people have been telling us their memories of owning a Metro. They make a really interesting reading. We'd love you to add yours on our BBC Midlands Facebook page. One of them, I can tell you, our producer's mother found they could get so hot inside that she actually was able to bake meringues in them.